Yeah? Okay. Gold. I just heard from Liz Morris that you sold 600,000 albums in the United States. Does that make it like gold or platinum or something like that?
It makes gold. It makes it a free gift to my mother for Christmas.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay for a gift.
What's Mom getting for Christmas? Oh, I guess she's getting a gold record.
Does that mean you guys are like rich now?
Hell no. We're so far from having any money. I mean, we get per diem, I guess.
Rich, Richard. Dick is short for Richard.
Yeah. So if you're rich, you're a dick.
No, is it, you know, do you sort of, I mean, did you get, well, I don't know, did it happen like really fast and like, you know, is your life going to change a lot now? You're going to have security around you all the time or what?
No. I don't know. It hasn't really kicked in yet. It's just really weird. Nobody expected it. So it's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big a deal.
I mean,
the only people who make it a big deal
other people who tell us about it.
Tell us about it, yeah.
Well, I think they just take that because they see other artists that start selling that amount of records and that, you know, things change. It's a sort of unavoidable thing and like, you know.
Yeah, we're getting pushy to our friends and we're turning elitist.
And nobody touches my car but me.
Yeah, that's
Your
right.
new car.
My new
One of
car.
your many new cars.
One of my 3 new cars.
We're abandoning all our friends in Washington State and moving down to Hollywood to be with the in crowd until we bomb, and then we'll come back groveling.
We'll
Take
play
us back.
waterwork parks and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Opening up for puppet shows.
Puppet show and Nirvana.
Because like you've been booked in all these quite sort of, you know, quite small places. I know in Amsterdam you're playing in the Melkweg, and it seems like very quickly all these places are going to be too small.
Well, they just changed it to the Paradiso,
Right.
so it got switched.
Yeah. We'll be in paradise.
Okay.
But I'd rather play smaller places than huge Enormo Dome.
It doesn't
Stadiums.
matter as long as I feel that the show's good, that we had fun, and that we just rocked out. It doesn't matter.
Are you tired?
I have jet lag.
We have jet lag.
I'm jet lagged.
Excuse. When you guys go on tour,
Narcoleptic.
do you actually get a chance to sort of see anything, or
Nope.
is it just
Not
playing
anymore.
hotel to hotel?
Nothing. It's from hotel to interview to venue to 1 2 1 2
Sound
1
check.
2 sound check
Check.
and
To the bar.
to the bar.
But had you been like in Europe before, where you did have the chance to look around and all that, like you know?
Oh, when we were in France last time, we got to see the Eiffel Tower from a distance as we drove by.
Yeah, from about 5 miles. It was like,
There's the Eiffel Tower!
there it is.
Where? But there's a McDonald's!
Yeah, there's a McDonald's. Yeah.
Stop.
No, serious. Have you been around here before, or just like even without a band, but just going, you know, on visit or traveling around?
No.
You know what was the funnest tours? When it's just like 3 members of the band just go around in a van. There's no roadies. There's no tour manager. There's nothing. We just
There's
go.
no records in the stores. There's no interviews.
There's no interviews.
No gas.
There's no. It's total depravity.
Yeah, the reason I asked is just that. Sorry. The reason I asked is that I know just about Europe. I don't know where you're from. I mean, I've never probably been there, and I was just wondering if you think that sort of world is getting more alike. In other words, people, places start
yeah.
resembling each other.
Sure. I mean, Western culture is dominating everything. You know, you can go to the smallest remote region of Africa and walk in a hut and they're watching a television set. You know.
Drinking
Just-
Coke and wearing Levi's.
Yeah, wearing Levi's.
Is that
It's,
like,
it's because of all the communication, the world's getting smaller. It's just, you know, that's just a known fact.
but do you think it's like killing sort of national, sort of things, distinguishing
National
characters?
identity is cool unless it gets too rampant. Nationalism is not cool. Man.
So you're from Washington State, right now. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on over there? Because you're sort of knows.
What's going on in Washington State? It's just,
Or your
it's
place
America.
where you
It's
live.
just America, you know, plazas and freeways. You know, I could describe the foliage and
Deciduous
the
trees.
climate. Yeah, I mean, Every place has something
It's
to offer. It's,
raining.
it's just America, really.
But where you're from, is that sort of like a a wealthy place, or is it not?
No.
Or is it a mixed place, or is it completely white, or the black
I mean,
people around?
It's America. There's either wealthy, or there's poor, or there's just struggling middle class.
No, because like, I don't know. In the lyrics and everything, I just sit here, because, by the way, I can't sort of understand the words very well. Maybe that's me because I'm Dutch or something. I'm not that familiar, but I can't understand quite a lot. And I was thinking, why didn't you sort of put a nice lyric sheet in there?
Oh, I don't know. Save paper. I don't know. We'll give you a lyric sheet after this is done.
But I think it would have been a nice.
All you
nice
have to do is
thing.
ask for a lyric sheet, and we'll be glad to give one.
But do you care a lot
Anybody,
about
just
your
come
lyrics?
up and ask for a
Self-addressed
lyric
stamped
sheet,
envelope.
and I swear we'll give you one. If we don't have one on us, we'll just write them out.
It'll be written in calligraphy on a parchment paper.
Please.
Hey!
Please.
You want him setting up in front of me.
Hey, yeah.
It looks so dinky as well.
Hey, you can move that drum set
don't have
behind
to
you.
set up
You can
in
set
front
up
of me.
behind on the big stage thing.
Sure. Yes. You'll meet more people if you sit up a little higher.
Sorry.
Oh.
You know, do you care a lot about the lyrics? Like, do you care whether people sort of understand and have listened to what you're talking about? They do. You do.
Well, I don't care whether people can decipher them or not, or what it means to them. I care about them personally. I like them myself, but it's just whatever anybody wants to, it doesn't matter what they think.
I don't care about your lyrics.
Good. I don't want you to.
But isn't making music something a little bit about communication or something like that? I mean, you do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't write lyrics like that.
No, I don't care. Music comes first. Music is number one. Lyrics are secondary.
My Sharona. What the hell is my Sharona?
Hello.
Yeah.
But it changed my life.
It did. Boo-doo. My Sharona.
Are the making of the videos, are you guys involved in that, or do you let some director do that? And how important is it to you?
Well, we work with the director.
We came up with the idea, but we weren't able. We didn't have enough time to really sit down and edit everything ourselves. So the director took it upon himself to do it himself, and then it just didn't quite turn out exactly how we wanted it to. Came close.
And like in the future, I'm sure you're going to be making more videos. Do you enjoy it? I mean, do you see it sort of as an extension of your music, or is it just unnecessary sort of boring evil thing to do?
I don't know. It took like 12 hours.
Well, the actual
listening
sitting
to the
down,
song over and over and over again.
it gets really tedious. But I mean, the idea of making a short film is pretty exciting. It's fun. And it's not like a burden or anything.
Did you play in other bands before you played in Nirvana? Were you guys have other?
I did.
He was.
There's a man called Scream from Washington, D.C. See, I'm from Washington, D.C., not Washington State. So, it's a little different. About 3,000 miles apart.
What are the trees like there?
I guess probably just your typical oak.
Oak, poplar, hardwoods, a lot of hardwoods.
But did you move to? Right, and then you met there and you started playing.
Sort of.
How long have you actually been together? Like, when did you meet up? Which year?
Well, I met them about a year and a couple months ago.
And the two of you then were already doing something?
We've been a unit for about 5-6 years. A duo.
Forever and a day.
But could you make a living from making music at the time?
At the time, barely. Didn't matter though.
You can stay alive without making a living.
Yeah. There's welfare, food stamps.
Hormel chili and
AM/PM burgers,
ramen
ketchup
noodles.
soup.
Prescription coupons.
Cheap non-perishables.
Now, if you finish this tour, I mean, are you going to continue touring for like a really long time, or are you going to sort of start working? Is there any sort of pressure to work on a new album, or are you just going to release a lot of singles? by this one?
Well, I don't know.
There's no pressure.
There's no
okay?
pressure. I'd like to, just maybe tour to the end of spring and then take the summer off and just start jamming and relaxing. And
Now, how do you work together? Like, how does the actual sort of process work? Do you have a song? Do you have the music first, or
Yeah.
how does that go?
Well, I break the ground with a pick, and then Kurt comes with a shovel and throws it in Dave's wheelbarrow.
And in the studio, are you very good? The person who produces Nevermind, is that like? Do you have like production ideas very much? Were you used to working in the studio? Was that all pretty like new?
No, we've made quite a few recordings in the studio. It's familiar enough.
Yeah. So, but producers, is a technician, or is he like, what is this guy's name?
Oh, no,
Well,
Rock
his
says,
name's
I'm
Butch
like-
Vig, and he had a lot of ideas. He heard the songs, and he'd recorded the songs before, and he had some ideas on new songs we were working on. We all had sort of a mutual agreement on what kind of sound we wanted to get. And he was just really easy to work with, and he understood where we were coming from. So it all worked out well in the end. He sort of wanted to get a live feel for the basic tracks. And I guess he sort of did so.
I just today heard from somebody here that you played on this sort of this festival in Avond in Wien, it's called, in the Buddha in Rotterdam, and you were thrown out or something like
What does that mean? Does that mean like mimes
it's a really,
from hell?
No. And Avond in Wien is a really tacky title because it means an evening in Vienna, and that's like some
Oh,
operette
right,
type.
I
So they make it sound like it's tacky, but intentionally tacky. But what happened there? You got thrown out there?
Just was mindless goofery. There's nothing to really describe. We were accused of having too much fun.
Yeah, that's it.
And the day fun is outlawed, I'm out of here.
Let me see what else I've got. Do you care what like critics think? Because I've been reading all the, I read up on my
If you
job.
did, if we, I
I've
think.
never sort of heard as many sort of glowing criticism.
Oh,
Does that make you
glowing.
feel good?
Well, it's better than being slammed, that's for sure.
But if I was reading the same thing about another band, I wouldn't believe it.
No way.
I'm not gonna believe some journalist that's just spewing about some band that he thinks whatever changed his life, or
Yeah.
you can't believe everything you read.
I mean, all you have to do is, the music is a personal experience. You put the music on, and whatever you get out of it, if it's good or bad. If it's bad, you don't like it, you just walk away from it, and if it's good, it works for you.
This lighter.
What the hell? Instead of, then there has to be these certain people who have to write for magazines, and they have to tell the world what their opinion is. And
Yeah, but still, it's okay. It's like a lot of music, and it's a personal thing. I agree with that. At the same time, it's not always a personal thing, because all of a sudden it's not just you. Like it's about millions of other people, which usually tends to turn me off of music. But sometimes you can't avoid it, and then it's just not only personal anymore. I think.
of course, it's personal. They're your ears that it's going through. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe Madonna has something personal for me, or that has something different for you. Maybe you hate Madonna. I don't know. Perspective is so weird. I mean, people have to put perspectives on anything. Ask people at the Nuremberg trials about perspective. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing.
Hey, I think I've got enough for what I have to do in my little
Enough?
piece that I have to make. Shall
Well,
we?
thank you, yeah.
No, hang on, don't leave, because I've got those two things I told